Andreas Pop Culture Guide. Today is the latest Andreas Pop Culture Guide retrospective slash review, and it's on Heat, the 1995 film directed by Michael Mann and starring Al Pacino and Robert De Niro. Heat uh, occupies he's a excellent position among the countless contemporary crimes of the century. When it came out in 1995, it suddenly made an in the city, incidentally acted by a large and terrific cast that had become famous or been already famous that has elevated their career. Michael Mann's ambitious study of a relative of good and evil stands apart from other films of crime drama. Of its type by virtue of its extraordinarily rich characterizations and its thoughtful, deeply that is a melancholy take on modern life. De Niro and Pacino, visionaries of so many great films of the crime genre, in this case, The Godfather, the franchise, have by now spent more time playing cops and thieves than most cops and thieves have. There's always a talk about how actors study people to base their characters on. But at this point in the career, if Pacino and De Niro get out of to study a cop and robber, it's likely their subject will have modeled himself on their performances in old movies. There is absolute precision of effect here. The feeling of roles assumed extendedly. Now, Michael Mann's writing and direction can say elevates this material. Of course, he has made this story before. It was called Tape in LA, a pilot for a TV show, primarily. But it didn't get picked up. And for a while, he was trying to get this movie, get that pilot into a movie, and he did it in 1995. It's just not an action picture. Above all, dialogue is complex enough to allow the characters to say what they're thinking. They are elegant, insightful, and fanciful, poetic when necessary. They're not trapped with cliches of the many impressions possible in our world. One of the worst must be to be inaccurate, to be unable to tell another person what you really feel. These characters can do that. Not it saves them, but this is a classic Western-like structure that the film presents. It's just the central focus for the fantastical, detailed portrait of seemingly equal fortune on both sides of the law, populated by man and woman, whose personal lives and inner turbulence are laid open with certainly precise precision. In my best, the emotional ranges of fully pursuing of a life of crime or one dedicated to punishing same as are exam in a mournful, even accidental terms with fragmented lives, fractured families, and women left alone in their wake. Overall, I can highly recommend Heat. It's such an incredible action film. I've seen the film twice. I did a review on an MCU Bleeding Edge live stream. It's a fantastic film. I highly recommend it. Man, or I say director Michael Mann orchestrated a stunning tale of a obsessed, brilliant, and detective cop hunting a superb and disciplined master criminal across a superlative Los Angeles landscape. The contrast between the ways these two driven men go about their business are startling and engrossing enough to sustain interest over a long haul, as is the symbolism, that's the word, symbolism, that grows as their the inevitable showdown towards the end of the film. It's a brilliant character-driven action thriller with drama and emotion all the way. Despite the long runtime, the pacing never drags. For this case, it's an amazing film and highly recommend. Thank you everyone for joining the Heat review. I'll come back this week with Ace Ventura, Retrospective 30th anniversary review. So what the hell? Hopefully on Wednesday. Have a nice weekend, guys. Ciao.